Hey, do low ticket offers really work? Well, don't be so sure. Stick around because what I discovered about low ticket offers has really changed my online business. You're not going to want to miss this. Look, there's a lot of talk out there about whether low ticket offers really work or if they're a waste of time or maybe they're attracting the wrong kind of people to your business or something along those lines. But listen, I've looked at all the data as to whether or not this is a good, viable option for 2025, and I think you're really going to like this. So in the past, I've actually been against low ticket offers, even though I didn't have all the data. I was listening to other people who I thought knew more than I did, and normally I'm very contrarian, right? Like I always question that. I'm like, well, let me see the numbers on that. But I didn't do that this time, and I'm so sorry that I didn't. So I thought what we might do here is I'm going to jump into a spreadsheet that I created and just kind of show you what the numbers really look like. Now I know a lot of people don't, you may not like that, like just like spreadsheets.
No! God, please, no!
But if you'll stick with me, I think it'll be something you're really interested in. And if you do like this kind of stuff, go ahead and hit subscribe so I can know to share more things like this. All right, give me a second. I'm just going to jump right in there and make myself a little smaller here and get down out of the way if I can. Here we go. All right, you see the spreadsheet. Where's my face? Ugh. Okay, there it is. All right, here we are. Okay, this is the little spreadsheet that I've created a long time ago. We have a fancier tool, but I just like this. Try not to get caught up in everything on here because, it'll make more sense later on. I just want you, there's just a few main things I want you to focus on so you can see what's actually possible. Also, something you need to bear in mind is this is about paid ads. The spreadsheet is. If you have to be doing organic too. You don't have to, but if you'll do organic, you will really see a massive return overall because organic posting as well as paid ads have a symbiotic relationship, and the more you post, the more engagement you get on your page, like say on your Facebook page or Instagram profile. That helps your ads. It just does. So we're only going to talk about ads on this, so if you didn't do anything else, you can kind of still see that possibility, but I wanted to throw that out there. So let's talk real quick about what a low ticket offer is. So a low ticket offer is typically something under $100, mainly because that's an impulse buy. You can do under $100 and get an impulse buy. Between 100 and say roughly 1,000, that's different. That's what we call no man's land. It's a mid-ticket offer, and it's not low enough for people to impulse buy it from an ad, and it's too high for people not to get more value or more know, like, and trust up front for them to go ahead and buy it right then. So what we do with these low ticket offers is we give them the first offer with some kind of insane value, some offer that they're getting so much for so little that they'd be crazy not to buy it. I mean, literally. And so that's what a low ticket offer has to be, the very first one. And usually, in fact, always, on that same offer page, we want to give them an opportunity to add something to an order, something to increase the value of it for a little bit more. And I'm going to show you an example real quick. So I pulled up this page. So this is one of my offers. So I have a full sales page, and then once they click on the button on the sales page, it brings them to this order page. So just imagine this on your phone, because it looks different on the phone, and it's made for that. So if you're when you have a mobile, then it comes down through here, and you can see this all straight down, obviously. So if they're inputting their information here and they're scrolling down, well, they see they can also add, right, in addition to getting this fast track business builder, they can add the lead magnet mastery for $17, right? And then they can just check box that. It adds it to the order. Great, lovely. Place the order, ready to go. Okay, and so we'll talk about that, but that increased the order value right there when they didn't have to go anywhere. So this is very important. Now, when you're creating your first offers, if you decide to do this, you don't have to create all these offers. Like I have like 6 here, right? Which you can't see them all, but I have like 6 in here where there's upsell, upsell, upsell. And the best time to ask somebody to buy something else is when they just bought something, not when you email them 6 months later and they can't remember your name. Doesn't work that way. So And let me just tell you this, low ticket offers are for people who are bold enough to make offers. Most people do make way too few offers. They don't even do it once a week or once a month. I mean, it's just terrible. You need to make more offers. If people don't want to see them, they can unsubscribe or they can not follow you. That's okay. And a lot of people will, but you're just concerned about the people who are going to buy. Okay. So let's kind of go over this. So here I can set the budget. Now I have 3,000 because I'm a fan of you need to spend $100 a day. I know that's a lot for a lot of people, and I get that. But without spending $100 a day, it's really difficult to figure out what's working and what's not working without getting discouraged quickly. You may get discouraged anyway because most of the time when you put out an ad, it doesn't work right away. That's okay, but you got to get the data. So I put 3,000. So we're going to start that at our baseline. Cost per thousand impressions. So this is what, say we're running Facebook ads. This is what Facebook charges you to show the ads 1,000 times. And so some people it's a lot. In my niche, it happens to be higher most of the time. And for some people it's lower. But let's just say we can get it to about $30. And there's a lot of things that go into this, which we can't go into on this video, but like targeting and ad creative and stuff like that. But that we'll have to do another video for that. This right here, our CTR, is our click-through rate. So I'll tell you right now that mine on this offer is about 2.25%. Okay. Now, typically for stuff like this, you should be able to get about 1.75, somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay. But let's just go with 2% for the moment. So that gives us and I just put these numbers in here so I could see them. So that if I use those numbers, that gives me 100,000 impressions, meaning the ads were seen 100,000 times. That'll give at 2% click-through rate gives me 2,000 clicks at $1.50 each. Okay, so if my offer amount is $15, right, and my conversion rate's 14%, which it is. Now we'll talk about that more in a minute. That means I'll sell 280. Okay, that's $10.71 per sale. That's $4,200 in revenue. Okay, this is I put the total revenue over here when we do the upsells, but you'll see that in a minute. So $4,200. So right there, I've already made my money back plus some. Right, I'm at 2 to 1. So I'm doing pretty good there. Not 2 to 1, sorry, but I've already made my money back plus $1,200, right? And actually this is $17. So then if I have my order bump at $17, which that's what this is, the order bump, okay? I was just showing you. And I get about 40% of these 280 to buy it, which I do, then my upsell revenue is going to be $1,900. That means total is over $6,000. So now I'm 2 to 1 return. That's awesome. That's scalable. That's doable. So the next thing is what happens after that. So I've sold them. They buy the low ticket offer. They do the order bump. Then they go to a thank you page that gives them an opportunity, a cross sell. Some people would call it an upsell, but it's not. But that's okay. A cross sell to buy my group business building blueprint. Sorry. And so that's $147, I believe. And so about 4% of the people meaning these people right here, will buy that. Okay, so that adds another $1,600. So now I'm at $7,700 for this $3,000 investment. That's not bad. But let's just kind of take that up. So let's just say I'm feeling really bold one month, and I'm like, I'm just going to go all out, and I know my numbers. You don't want to go all out unless you know your numbers. But let's just say I'm going to spend $30,000. Okay. Then I've spent $30,000, and if I do all this the same, then I've made $77,000. So my profit's $47,000. Okay, and it's not exact profit because I'm paying for things like a Sam Cart and Kajabi or whatever. And this doesn't even include all these other offers, which I'm not going to go through these. Okay, but I just kind of wanted to show you that there's a bunch of other ones, but that's just your baseline stuff. Okay, so even if I didn't even have this offer, if I just had the low ticket offer plus this order bump, that's $61,000. That's 2 to 1, so I've made $31,000. Okay, and then I can play around with the numbers. If I go back down and I say, okay, well, what if I get them at $25 per thousand? Okay, well then now I've made $9,300. right? So that's 3 times. If I just brought that down $5, okay. Or if I didn't bring it down $5, what if I could increase my click-through rate to 2.5%, which actually I just did, and I'll do a video about that later. Well, look, I did the same thing. So I didn't bring this down. I brought this up, and now, back 3.5 to 1. Not bad. Not bad return. And so that's how that works. This is what makes low ticket offers so powerful. And this is why I love them. All right. Now, let me stop sharing that for a moment. Takes me a sec because I'm slow. So hopefully that makes sense to you, that the power of the low ticket offer. A lot of people just don't do the math, or they don't figure the math correctly. And also they don't believe that they can get the numbers. So let me just tell you this. So a lot of it depends on what your niche is, right? So if you're in a business niche or something like that, kind of like me, where you're selling, to other business owners and trying to get them to, to buy stuff to help grow their business, it's a lot more expensive than, say, if you're doing something to help postmenopausal women, right? That's going to be a lot less expensive. So it really depends on what your niche is. And you have to see if you have a viable niche. And that's a tough thing in the beginning. But once you get that figured out, you can start applying low ticket offers and really start building a really true business. And this didn't even include, what if you have high ticket on the back end, right? What if you sell a $5,000 coaching program? Well, guess what? Tell me what's better, a free lead to a webinar or a paid lead, somebody who pays you to become a lead to buy one of your low ticket offers up front. I mean, I hear that argument all the time that it devalues the coach by selling a lower ticket offer. Well, I'm not really sure how. I don't know what's lower ticket than free, right? Come to my free webinar. Okay, well, you're giving it away. Why not charge them for it? Okay, and I listen, this works so much better. All right, listen, low ticket offers do work. Just do the math. Test it organically before you spend a whole bunch of money on ads. Make sure you can get people to buy it organically, and then put your toe in. Start putting out some ads there. Now, if you want to take your experience or expertise and turn it into business, check out my Fast Track Business Builder. You saw me share the page with you a little bit earlier. It's 5 tools in one, and it will really help you get going on your business. The link will be in the description. And listen, thanks for watching this. I'll catch you on the next one.